We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the final episode of the WarWolf Podcast that we will be recording this year, as it is New Year's Eve. And with that, I would like to report to all of you the good news. The leering is over. They shall leer no more.
Oh my god. Yeah, that sign was hilarious. Oh,
Yes.
okay. So the whole fraud case is coming out of Minnesota, and by the way, these cases are they're going to start coming out of Ohio. Again, as I just was talking to you guys prior to us recording, HUD just released a report citing about $5 billion in waste from back in 2024. And again, this stuff is just going to start coming to a head because now that we're in a good enough position DA wise, we still have a bunch of acting DAs, which here's the problem we have here. And this is what, the dumbasses who are like, oh my God, just prosecute somebody. It's like, you can't prosecute anybody if you don't have a DA to fucking prosecute the case.
True.
But luckily we did get the approval of what it was like 98 fucking DAs the other day or the other week. And so finally we can actually start prosecuting people. Oh, wait, what's happened within the past 2 weeks? 6 people, because the Somali fraud rings in Minnesota, they started that whole case started popping open a month ago. Everybody is citing Nick Shirley as being the one to blow it open, but it's like, no, Nick Shirley just got as many eyes on it as possible. They've already been prosecuting people. They've already prosecuted 6 people. You literally go to the U.S. To justice.gov / what's the fucking link? I closed it earlier. Hold on. History. Yeah, it's justice.gov / USAO / US attorneys listing. You can literally go to that list and you can find the page for whatever district attorney that you want to look at their shit for, and then you can click on their name. Daniel Rosen, he's the DA for Minnesota, and then you can go on down past the action center down to the news section. December 18th, 6 additional defendants charged. 1 defendant pleads guilty on ongoing fraud schemes. Like, it's literally a case of like you can go down and actually find out about the cases that they have successfully prosecuted on. Like this is all open source fucking information, people. This is all at your fucking fingertips. Fucking do the research.
Yeah.
Like I'm sick and tired of hearing the belly aching and the fucking pissing and moaning from all of you little fucking limp-wristed bitches who keep trying to fucking make a case for why we need to burn the system down. It's like, okay, fine. Fucking get on the wall alongside the fucking commies, please. We're going to use Galeals. It's going to be a fun time.
Yes. And just to accentuate that last point with those fucking Graper types who have been campaigning, trying to make it so Vivek does not become governor of Ohio, I just posted a tweet. The current governor of Ohio's response to the new fraud allegations in Ohio proves why we need Vivek and why Mike DeWine needs to get the hell out of there. Because he is not up to the task. And
Absolutely not.
To quote his response, that is something that is unfortunately the cost of doing business.
Yep. I'll read the full statement real quick.
All right.
So this is Dan Tierney, who is the spokesperson for DeWine's office, said it's not accurate that we're seeing any sort of surge, but the governor's office is taking note of the public interest in the issue. If people are out there who could not contemplate that people were trying to defraud the public through daycare centers, I understand it's new to them, but it's been known to the state for decades, Tierney said. So therefore, we have robust anti-fraud measures to try and stop this. This is something that is unfortunately the cost of doing business. Attorney declined to comment on the allegations primarily circulating around Somali immigrants. The Ohio Department of Youth and Children did not immediately respond to requests for comment. And yes, DeWine has been ineffectual for over 2 years now. There's a reason why Ohio is currently in the weird state that it is in terms of a lot of the shit that's been going on, because DeWine has been completely ineffectual. Even his own party doesn't want him in power anymore because of COVID. Everybody knows damn well DeWine is done, and that's why, like, when he tried to name Dave Yost as his successor, all of a sudden Dave Yost got fucking booted out of the fucking primary race without even a second thought. People were like, "No, go fuck yourself." And then when it came to Houston, Houston is, he's not bad, but he's not great. But he's better than the alternatives that have been floated by the DeWine office. And so at this point in time, DeWine's just, occupying the seat. The guy's ineffectual. Mind you, I do want to point out that this guy, every time he shows up to a county here in the state, he's basically met with complete and utter contempt. Like, it doesn't matter where it is. Nobody really wants to talk to him. Nobody really wants to deal with him.
So, do you think this is just due to incompetence or some form of malevolence or just indifference? Like, does he just not care about governing, or is he actively,
It's a combination of malevolence and incompetence. So when it comes down to the DeWines, just to speak on Ohio for a second, when it comes to the DeWines, they're a political dynasty family. They're similar to the Bushes in this regard, but they're limited to Ohio. But they're one of the state political families. And one of the biggest problems you've had with the DeWines for a long time is that who is on the Supreme Court? Patrick DeWine, who is Mike DeWine's brother. And Patrick DeWine is a waste of fucking human flesh as well. So at the end of the day, what you end up having is, just in general, a lot of people have been sitting here like, no, we don't like this guy. First off, he tried to lock us down. Mind you, after we rebelled against the lockdowns in their entirety, his sitting director of health, which, oh, by the way, who was that? Who was that?
Who was it?
Oh, you don't know?
No.
The current Democratic candidate for the governor's seat, Amy Acton.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, everybody who's like, oh, Acton's going to win. No. Everybody that I talk to on the fucking street whenever I'm fucking out and about, that we get into the discussion about the governor's race, and it invariably comes up because it is the hot button issue right now. Everybody I've talked to has straight up said Acton cannot be allowed to win. It will be Strickland 2.0. Nobody wants Acton. The only people that I've seen that want Acton are the political pundits working over at ABC.
Yes.
Because they're the ones touting the hardest for her.
And the Somali immigrants.
Well, of course, the Somalis want to see a Democrat come in, because the Democrats are fucking, they're going to guarantee that they get their money.
Yep.
But yeah, no, the point is at the end of the day, it's simply put, a situation where DeWine, he got told, hey, your political dynasty dies with you, period, and story. The DeWine family is done in politics. And I don't think they were really accounting for it. Now, here's the fun part. Casey Putsch, who is the guy who is contesting the primary against Vivek Ramaswamy. He came out initially during the initial phases of the campaigns getting spun up, and he came out and started, he was doing his bitching that he normally does anyways. But then about a month or so after he put out his video bitching about Vivek Ramaswamy, he put out a post on his community page on YouTube. And I will have to go and try to find it. Oh, Gavin, it's great timing on you because I'm talking about Casey Fletcher.
Oh, no. Sorry, I was on the phone with Levy.
No, you're all good. How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's just been working. He said there's no snow down there, so I told him to go fuck off.
Hey, he can go fuck himself. but anyways, but what you end up having is about a month after he made that video, he made a community post on his YouTube basically saying, I might as well vote for Acton. And it's like, oh, really? Interesting. It's almost like you're here just to be a spoiler candidate.
Right.
Weird.
Was his reason why he might as well just vote for Acton because Vivek is brown, or was it another reason?
Oh, it's definitely like it's 70% brown, 30%. Oh, he's a scammer. Like those, they're the only two reasons why people are citing. Like literally, the only two complaints that they have against him is Brown, and he scammed a bunch of people because he had a company go belly up. Which that in itself, I do want to do a podcast talking specifically about that kind of stuff, because when you actually get down to the meat and potatoes of it, it's like, did the company go belly up because of Vivek? Not really. It went belly up because the product wasn't what they wanted it to be, and so they let the company die. Like, that's how that shit works. Like, if you invest heavily into a company, you have to know that there's a fucking risk. And by the way, the biotech sector is not free of risk.
No.
At all. Like, anybody who thinks that the biotech sector is free of any risk whatsoever is retarded and shouldn't be fucking investing money.
Yes.
Get a savings account, get a CD.
Yeah,
like you should not be doing anything to do with the markets.
Yes, the only sector that is completely 100% full of free of risk is the Somali daycare sector.
No, that's just exponential gains, bud.
Yes.
But no. Anyways, the point is that at the end of the day, like, yeah, no, his complaints are Brown and scammer. Now he likes to tout the whole, he called Ohioans retarded. But at the end of the day, like, literally every Ohioan that I have, like, again, I live here. I talk to these people all the fucking time. I interact with my community quite a bit, actually. The people that I've talked to about that statement, like, I'll bring it up and I'll straight up say, it's like, I don't see where he's fucking wrong saying it, because we went from being 9th in the country in education to the 17th in the country in education, and now we're like the 24th in education. Like, I don't think the statement was necessarily wrong. And everybody I've talked to, they're like, yeah, no, the fucking schools are terrible. Mind you, then, and Gavin, this is important to you and me, then Casey Putsch also comes out and is like, oh, I don't necessarily agree with abolishing property tax because the schools are already failing, and there's Toledo is $68 million in debt and this and that and so on. So it's like, weird. It's almost like you want to continue the waste when it comes to schools, because it's almost like the school system isn't worth saving.
Yep.
Well, I really like sliding under them and going, do you guys realize it's public record that you can go to any county board, or you can go ask any clerk, how much money the county is sitting on in bonds?
Do they all own a lot of bonds?
These counties, especially Central Ohio, is sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars, some millions. They're not losing money. They have so much money to use, and they're always claiming to be broke.
So Franklin County specifically, just because I did see the numbers recently, they're sitting on millions of dollars. Millions.
And then the schools are broke. And the superintendents of these schools are making 6 figures.
Oh, no. They're not just making 6 figures, but the fucking superintendent in Akron, I don't know what the guy currently holding the post, but back when I was in high school, so this was 17 years ago, 12 years. 12. Math, hold on. Yeah, 12 and a half years, almost 13 years ago now. The guy that held the position, he was making more money than the president of the United States.
Wow.
Yeah.
My point.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, and notice, everybody, we're talking about, a lot about Ohio, but this translates over to Minnesota. I bet you dollars to fucking donuts, you look at the rest of Minnesota's fucking budget, you look at the rest of their fucking the rest of their books, and you start realizing very quickly, like, oh shit, like there's so much waste, there's so much fucking malfeasance when it comes to the fucking cash that they're spending and throwing around and doing shit with, that it's fucking it is criminal across the board. They have failed their fiduciary responsibility when it comes to the people, period, in a story. So, like, welcome to the fun part, boys. We get to expose all the corruption. And by the way, again, people are being prosecuted. Like, the little shitbirds that want to be like, oh, nothing's going to happen. It's like, they're already prosecuting people. They've already put people in jail.
Yes.
Like, fuck you.
But also, to point out, the video dropped like 3 days ago. So like, does anyone know how long it actually takes to put a case together? You can't just send someone to prison in a day.
In the case, well, what I know personally is that the 6 people that I just cited in that story, if you go to justice.gov, you can fucking look at the stories from these. You can look at the press releases. They're I apologize. It's six additional defendants charged. 1 defendant pleads guilty. Which then at that point in time, you pled guilty, you're going to jail, bitch. But the point is that at the end of the day, it's like, this was back on the 18th. This was back on the 18th. Like, again, the Somali fraud thing has been an ongoing thing for over a month now. It's just Nick Shirley's video blew the top off the story because more eyes got on it. And that's the whole point, is that they're being strategic with their assets. They're using their intel assets to get more eyes on things, to show that, yes, things are being done. We are unraveling the beast. But the beast is fucking ginormous. It's the size of fucking Manhattan. We have to take it bit by bit. We can't just fucking cut it up with a laser and fucking do all this shit. We have to fucking dismember it bit by bit. Which that is the problem with the Groypers and the Groyper adjacent motherfuckers, which, by the way, there's plenty of the soy jack fucking libertarians that are fucking acting like this too. But it's like, guys, like, this shit's gonna take time. Like, we stood for almost a year not having any DAs in place. Like, literally, they got to the point of, oh, hey, we're now going to have the confirmation hearings about the DAs. They drugged the confirmation hearings out for the DAs as long as they fucking could. They literally took it to the deadline, and then they had to auto-confirm all of them. Like, what do you want? Like, if you're going to be pissed at Congress, not the president, who's actively trying to get shit done. Be pissed at Congress that is stonewalling.
Yeah.
I'm actually hoping that this lack of things getting done may, like Nick Freitas was talking about, push the elections in these conservative bastion states to get our complacent neocons out of there.
Yep. Well, yeah, of course. That would be great. But unfortunately, when you have places like Kentucky and Tennessee, I doubt it.
Well,
Oklahoma.
Some good news. There are. It looks like John Cornyn's getting pushed out of Texas and be replaced by Ken Paxton.
Yes, I've heard about that. Yes. No, and that's the thing. Like, we need to be looking at our own as well. Like, we can't just focus on the Democrats, because somebody made a statement, or took an analysis of the current situation with the Congress, and the guy's absolutely correct. I've been talking about it for months now, but the House isn't up for grabs. Like, anybody who is like, oh, we're gonna get this many seats and we're gonna do this, it's like, no, you're not. You're gonna maybe get 10 seats at most. That's the most you're gonna get. You're not gonna get a supermajority, because the Democrats have gerrymandered their states into oblivion to prevent us from being able to fucking take seats in those states.
Yep.
And mind you, those maps have existed for years. This isn't a new thing. We're talking 20 years of fucking the same districts.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I remember him talking about gerrymandering when I was like 4 years old. Dude.
Yep, it's been a thing for a very long time.
Well, the act of gerrymandering itself isn't the problem. The point is that when you gerrymander along partisan lines, it becomes a problem.
Exactly.
Because gerrymandering, like, if you actually get into the weeds about gerrymandering, you actually start realizing that if you actually gerrymander a district properly and actually set it up the way it's supposed to be, the districts actually represent the people better. But the point is that because you have these Democrats that are representing these Democrat strongholds, there's no way for a Republican to take those seats. Period. End of story.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, it's like, well, good luck, have fun. You think you're going to be able to seize more seats than you think you're actually going to. But, thinking it and actually being able to do it are two totally different fucking things.
Yeah. Especially if the Supreme Court rules correctly on that southern gerrymandering case it's ruling on, and wipes out those majority black districts.
Well, I need more so libertarians and conservatives always have these people that'll run her up against the establishment incumbent. They always have these really high hopes and these really high goals. They never have a plan as to how they're practically going to achieve it ever, and they always lose. So, like, I don't know when is there going to be a generation of competent young people running for these seats with a way to actually get the vote.
Well, I'm gonna say this right fucking now. The vast majority of them, I should say, there's not going to be anybody that challenges those seats, because at the end of the day, like, you look at what happened in fucking District 23 in Texas. Fucking Brandon Herrera had fucking $10 million fucking dollars dropped on his head via the Tony Gonzalez campaign, because the Republicans did not want Brandon Herrera in office, period, end of story. Now, if Brandon succeeds in this next midterm and gets the seat, it's going to blow open the culture shock, because then all of a sudden, remember, I want everybody to understand this. Brandon Herrera is younger than me. If I remember correctly, he's the same age as you, Gavin.
He's younger than I thought he was.
Yes, he's way younger. Like, I hadn't made the realization, but then I also, when I started watching him, he had just finished the testing of the AK-50 V1, and he was starting on the work for the AK-V2. So it was like, like, I've been watching him for a while, but I didn't realize how young he was. But that's the thing, is that it's going to blow open the top on, oh wait, we can actually challenge these seats. We just actually have to have our shit together. The problem is that not enough young people have their shit together. So, and I'm not saying this to deride the fucking young folk. By the way, I'm one of you. The point is that y'all don't have your shit together. No, most of us don't have our shit together. Hell, I barely have my shit together. I've got so much fucking debt on my ass right now that it's like, yeah, no, I ain't running a fucking political campaign because, one, it opens me up to fucking the number of criticisms that a fucking bastard could use, being like, oh, he's got this much debt. He's not going to be able to figure out anything to do with the economy. Blah, 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 blah. Like it is what it is. So get your shit together, and then, yeah, you can run for Congress. And yes, you can win if you actually put the work in. Here's the problem that I have is that there's a lot of motherfuckers that are just going to refuse to do that kind of work. You see it with Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
Like I want you guys to understand, Nick Fuentes is the embodiment of this problem. Because he doesn't tell his people to go out and do the work. He tells his people to get mad and angry and shout and scream and fucking, bitch, moan, cry, and yell. He's the embodiment of the problem.
Well, actually, so I do have to correct one thing you said there. He did tell his people to get out and do things one time and one time only. And that was in 2014. He told them in Michigan to get out and to encourage people to not vote. So...
Okay.
And then he failed anyways, so we know what you are, Nick. And I don't just mean the closeted homosexuality either.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, is you actually put two and two together right there. Mm-hmm. Fucking Nick and Candace Owens come onto the scene at the same time. Mm-hmm. Same fucking time. Candace Owens has been outed as a fucking agent at MI6. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sorry, when you're introduced to your husband by the fucking royal jeweler, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah. And your husband's father is a fucking baron. It's like, huh? And for those
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
For those of you who don't know, Candace Owens' husband is a British baron. Yeah, it's tea and crumpets all the way down.
Yeah. Like at the end of the day, spade's a fucking spade. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just as simple as it is. But that's the thing. It's like, at the end of the day, like, again, the embodiment of the problem is Nick Fuentes, is that you have somebody who is literally influencing young people to not give a fuck. Mm-hmm. And that only benefits one fucking team, and that's the high table. Yep. The only team that benefits from that is the high table.
Yeah. Oh, and now who is he encouraging his people not to vote for? Oh, he's encouraging his people not to vote for Vivek.
Oh,
he's creating this wave of walkers, and I didn't realize. You realize that America Firsters are easier to get quiet than liberals.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've literally just been able to slip under them and they're like, 600 billion to Israel. Like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You know who Nick Fuentes isn't campaigning against? Amy Acton.
Amy Acton.
He already... his movement, they essentially back Acton.
And
did you notice something? Casey Putsch comes onto the scene. They literally have the antipode to Vivek Ramaswamy within the Republican Party. They're still backing Acton.
Yep.
Also, well, just since we're on that topic, you know who Nick has also been throwing his weight around? He's been throwing his weight around your namesake, Gavin.
No kidding.
Yep. Saying he'd rather vote for Gavin Newsom than J.D. Vance because J.D. Vance has non-white children. So go.
Or in the case of that little shitbird that ran that guy over, I would rather vote for I would rather vote for Gavin Newsom because J.D. Vance is fat.
Yeah.
He's kind of a piece of scum.
Yeah.
Let me just put it to you this way: that little cocksucking son of a bitch, Nick Fuentes. He should do us all a favor and take a long walk off a short pier.
Yeah. I mean, he missed the most important. That other guy missed the most important thing. It's perfectly fine to be fat so long as you're funny, and JD Vance is funny.
JD
And
Vance.
J.D. Vance isn't even fat either.
Yeah.
He's just got a round head. He's got a round head.
He ain't fat. He ain't fat. He's just thick.
I'm gonna be honest. JD Vance.
JD
Vance is pretty close to my heart as a round-faced Midwestern white man.
Also, speaking of JD, have you guys seen a picture of him without a beard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hilarious.
He got a baby face.
Yep.
I do love picking on him though. I love that I like that he feeds into it too.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a reason why the president told him to keep his beard.
Yeah.
But no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing: is that what you end up having is across the board, like just in general. Like I look at the absolute hilarity because it is hilarious to me. It's like holy shit! Like you guys have basically straight up you've conditioned your people to think it's gay to fucking like women.
Mm-hmm.
You have conditioned your people to think that having babies is the most disgusting thing ever. And now we reach the stage where you think that voting for Gavin Newsom is great because he's quote unquote hot.
Yes.
Like just admit that you're a bunch of closet homosexuals already. Just admit it.
Yeah.
Like just admit it, guys. Like the show's over. The gig is up. Like you're just gay.
Yeah. I mean, so have any of you here ever decided I'd like to vote for that politician because he's hot? Before.
Nope. The only people I know that did that were funny enough all the white women that were like, oh, I like JD Vance, he's hot.
Yep, fair enough.
So confirmed all groypers are females.
Yes.
They're trannies.
Yes. Well, in the case there was that one groyper just a few days ago who was outed before that as being both a tranny and a commie. That, did you hear about
you're
that
right.
William guy? Oh, yeah. It's almost... I wonder if the people who like to spend time noticing patterns are noticing a pattern here.
Well, and that's the thing, is like the whole Israel bullshit with them. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Glasses into my fucking pipe. Yeah, no, fucking so fun little thing. A pair of safety glasses are the greatest thing ever during the winter. Is if you're walking around out in a snowstorm, what's the one thing that hurts the most? When you get hit with
getting snow in your eyes.
Get hit in the eye with a giant snowflake.
Yeah, I would say getting hit in the eye by a giant snowflake is pretty insufferable.
10.
Oh, hey, also, gentlemen, I do apologize for having to drop out earlier. My mom had tried calling me, and I missed her call by accident.
No
so what did you guys break now?
What? Oh, nothing. Mama just wanted to call and wish me a happy birthday was all.
Oh, fair enough. But do safety goggles fog up in the snow when you're out in the cold? Because I feel like they'd fog up.
They do if you don't.
A lot.
They do if you don't have them treated, or if you like have just regular safety glasses. I don't really think you have to worry about that too much.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know, you can carry a gas can in your car without gas, and then if you run out of gas, you can then take gas can, and it's best to get one of the ones that just has a solid cap rather than a nozzle, because the nozzles are terrible. And then you just have the funnel. Take the funnel in, pour the gas.
Good idea.
Or you can just make sure you don't run out of gas in the first place.
Yeah. Is it too dangerous to keep a full gas can in the car in case you run out?
No, you don't want to do that. The only time you want to do that is if you have a rack on the top of your car or you have a bed.
Yeah, because those gas jugs let fumes out, and the fumes is what makes gasoline flammable.
Oh.
Yeah, in the time that it took me to drive from my house to Zeppe's one time, which is about a 15-minute drive, my car smelled like gasoline for almost a week. Thankfully, it was in the middle of the summer, and I could leave my windows down and let the smell bleed off as much as possible. But yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
And also, here's the thing. If you like burning shit like a burn pile or something, don't use gasoline. Use diesel. Because diesel's a lot safer and it won't blow up on you like gasoline will.
Why is diesel safer than gasoline?
Because diesel doesn't release near the amount of fumes that gasoline does.
Yep.
And it's also
Diesel
slower
is more
burning
stable
than gasoline.
Yeah, it's a more stable substance.
And it smells incredible.
Oh, God, yeah, I love diesel. Between gasoline and diesel, I prefer diesel.
Some of y'all need to find me some red diesel.
Guys, you're not supposed to huff it. You're not supposed to huff it.
Yes.
Dude, all you gotta do is just go to some podunk gas station, see if they have off-road diesel. If they have off-road diesel, there you go. There's your red diesel. Just for the love of God, do not let the police catch you running it in your vehicle.
We call that tax evasion.
Uh-huh.
If it's red, couldn't you, in theory, just color it differently?
Nope.
No.
That red is a dye that they put in regular diesel to mark it as off-road, and being that it's off-road diesel, it's not taxed like regular diesel is.
Yep.
Off-road diesel is supposed to be used in stuff like farming equipment, construction vehicles, and when I was also working at Ox Bodies, they were putting that red diesel in the trucks, but those trucks were only kept below a third of a tank. That way, in case some North American Mexican jumped the fence and decided to go on a joyride in one of the trucks, they couldn't go too far with it.
True. I'm just wondering,
So,
like, in what type of situations could you ever even be caught with that diesel? Because, like, I've never heard of a situation where the cops, like, demand to test the gasoline in your car. Or to test
God, truck drivers, every time they get pulled over, they get a full inspection.
Oh, really?
Yep. Now, personal vehicles, they don't get pulled over and get inspected like that most of the time. But yeah, no. This is why a lot of guys will not say that their vehicle is a diesel when they're talking to the cops.
Right.
Because they don't want to risk it. Because a lot of guys, when they're driving their personal vehicles, they run red diesel in their shit.
Are the cops allowed to just to just test their diesel with no, evidence?
So the red dye is literally there to signify that it's equipment diesel and not driving diesel.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
So a highway patrolman can literally just check it, you know.
I mean, do
Yep.
they need your consent to do that, or can they just open up your
Nope.
gas? Oh,
Nope.
Yeah.
They don't. You can't use untaxed diesel on the road for commerce.
all right. But what I mean is, wouldn't that be considered a search? Like,
Nope.
no.
Because it's considered a motor vehicle inspection. It falls outside those guidelines.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to try it anyway.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, no, guys get away with it all the time. It's not like it's hard to get away with. But if you're driving like a tractor trailer, yeah, you don't use red diesel.
Yeah, if I had a
You get-
personal diesel, I'd 100% be with it. I guarantee you, my boss, he drives a diesel pickup, he's running it.
How much cheaper is it compared to regular diesel?
It doesn't have any of the taxes involved.
What percentage of the price of diesel would you say is taxed? Like, how much would diesel be if it wasn't
25-30%.
That's a high tax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people in Ohio are paying under $2 a gallon for red diesel.
There's a reason why diesel fuel is a lot more expensive than gasoline.
So gas
When
is
at one
taxed?
point in time, road diesel was actually cheaper than gasoline.
So there's not as a similarly brutal tax on gas as there is on diesel?
Oh, there is. No, so right now, so yesterday I paid $2.23 or no, yeah, $2.23 a gallon. The current wholesale price of gasoline yesterday's current wholesale gas price was $1.73. So I was paying basically 50 cents in taxes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, here's something else for you, Dale.
Yeah.
A lot of the older diesel engines, especially the older diesel trucks, they could run kerosene in their engines.
Yep. Which is also why they tried implementing a kerosene tax hardcore, but then that got shot down like a motherfucker. Because there are so many people that still run kerosene heaters in their houses, and people are like, no.
And don't forget kerosene lamps, because whenever the power goes out, you're going to wish you had a few of those.
That's why I have 4 propane bottles and a propane burner.
Very nice. Hank Hill would
She
be
don't
proud.
lie, she don't lie. Propane.
I need to get more propane bottles because who knows what if the power goes out for 2 weeks instead of 1.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
Hey, that's close to home.
Yep. How long does one of those, like a full lamp or how long does one of those last you?
It really depends on how often I use it. If I'm just if I'm cooking a meal, it doesn't take very long. And if I keep it on a slow burn, I could probably use it 5 or 6 times.
Huh, not bad.
So if you just run it for dinner at night, power's out, if you got 4 bottles, you get a couple weeks out of them. That's if you're really rationing it.
Yeah. And how much does one of those tend to cost?
Oh, you can just go to Walmart and get them in the wild game section
20
for
$25.
Not bad.
Oh,
Are you talking about the?
No. If you're talking about the 20-pound bottles, yeah, they're like $25. If you're talking the small bottles, they're like $10.
Yeah, just upcharge for convenience.
Of course.
Well, if you're willing to donate, I'll make you some healing items. On their good side again. So.
Just to piss them off again. That's impressive.
But to get back to our core conversation, since I'm actually back to the guard shack. One of the key things that you end up having is a lot of these motherfuckers, and I bet you dollars to fucking donuts, if somebody put in the time to start fucking building a target package on Nick Fuentes and then started going out from Nick across his lieutenants, across the foot soldiers and everything, we would start figuring out very quickly who a lot of these people are, and then just realize, like, oh, it's a bunch of fucking Redditors. Because, yeah, that's a topic that I don't want discussed in the open. I'll explain later.
All right.
Yeah, because one of the things that I would really like to sink my teeth into is how in the world would we be able to take down Nick Fuentes?
Well, it's actually Nick Fuentes is incredibly vulnerable right now, because right now he's outing himself as a Democrat agent, and more people, like, literally, I have seen so much more pushback than I've seen his supporters being able to rally support.
Yeah.
Like, only the truly desperate are rallying to their banner. Otherwise, anybody who has any sense of themselves are sitting there like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Oh, something just came to me, and I think it might be interesting. We've seen this playbook play out exactly the same before. There was one other case.
Where?
Do any of you remember someone named Richard Spencer?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That name sounds familiar, but it's not really ringing any bells.
So he was the I don't know if he's exactly a neo-Nazi, but he was the guy who originally coined the term alt-right. Anyways, so he was first very supportive of Trump, and then for most of Trump's first term, he was, doing the same black pill thing Nick is doing. And then you know what happened around the end of Trump's first term during the election against Biden? He came out as a Democrat. Endorsed Biden.
Yep.
What's Nick doing right now? Well, at first, he was very supportive of Trump. Then now he's been blackpilling for all this time. And now suddenly he's endorsing Democrats. Huh.
They just had to rush his turncoat early because of the midterms.
Yep. Also had basically the same sort of alleged ideological shift. Like, started in the same place, kind of. Is now ending in the same place, too. He's just the more popular of the two.
Oh no, the key difference between Richard Spencer and Nick Fuentes was they realized that the going out of the gate hardcore Nazi was not the way to go. They had to do soft Nazi first.
Yeah.
That was the key.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because so many people thought Richard Spencer was fucking insufferable because of his fucking the whole Nazi thing, and then with Nick Fuentes didn't truly go Nazi until later.
Yes.
But no, like, that's the thing, is at the end of the day, like, when you actually start tracing the etymology and actually figuring out, like, who these people are, what they do, you do a genealogical study, you start realizing who they're related to. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to find out that Nick Fuentes, in the case of him specifically, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's got, like, a fucking aunt or an uncle or whatever that works for the Democrats. Wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, neither would I.
Because remember, Gavin Newsom, who's his aunt?
Nancy Pelosi, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild.
Like, these people are put into place because they're related to people so that they can continue on the lineage of those people.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I got drug off in another conversation.
No, you're fine.
There.
Oh, no.
And what
we're actually seeing is, so you see, Richard Spencer was the original version. Now, Nick Fuentes is the Netflix version where they turned everyone gay.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fucking hilarious. And you know what's funny, and this is, and this is the hilarious part about the whole situation, is that you start to realize that these people, like across the board, and I mean across the fucking board, are literally just trying to keep us from coming together to vote for the people that are going to replace them, and that's what they're so desperate to prevent. Because if they can keep us divided long enough to not have us vote together, then it creates problems for us. But if we coalesce together and actually vote and actually do the shit and pressure the politicians to actually do the job, then all of a sudden shit goes bad for them. It's almost like voting does actually work if you're actually doing it right. Yep. Because you can't just vote for a person, you have to pressure them.
Yep.
You got to keep them honest.
Yeah.
Like
I will tell you this, though. When it comes to Vivek, I don't really like him for some of the stuff that he's been saying. But personally, he is more preferable than his opposition.
Well, okay, I'm going to say this right now, dude. Just because you don't like what he's saying doesn't mean the Ohioans don't like what he's saying. First and foremost, when he said that there's a big education problem and people are stupid for letting it happen, he wasn't wrong. There's not many Ohioans that actually disagree with that. The only Ohioans that disagree with that are the black females.
The Ohioans that disagree with that are the wealthy middle-class Columbusans. He just pissed off Columbus with that statement, essentially.
Yeah, true. But no, like if you actually look into the numbers, like who is backing Acton hardcore, it's wealthy Columbites, and it's black females. Because across the board, Vivek's got the fucking vote from basically fucking everybody else. Hell, even the white women are fucking kind of backing Vivek, because as soon as he started talking about the school problem, a lot of the women, and this is kind of the great part about Ohio, it's women who are leading the fight against property tax. It's women who are leading that fight. Many of the leaders of that movement are fucking suburban white women. And Vivek has already straight up said he backs the idea. So it's like across the board, like we're just like, no, fuck you.
Well, as I was saying, he's not exactly wrong.
And you can not like how he said it. That's fine, whatever. Like, fucking opinions are like assholes. At the end of the day, it needed to be said. Especially
everybody.
Well, I'm personally getting really tired, and it's not toward any individual, but like I was telling Mike the other day, the Blaze has been on this thing here lately, where they just run the smear campaign on Vivek, and it's getting to the point of like, satiric insult and shit. Just because Glenn Beck and Pat Gray don't like Vivek for some fucking reason. I was like, go ruin your own fucking midterms. Mind Utah's business, you asshole.
Since I've already said about Glenn Beck, and you wasn't here whenever I said this yesterday, but you do know that Glenn Beck is loyal to the LDS.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, Glenn is probably a notch under Rush Limbaugh as far as neo,
He's a neocon. He's a neocon.
He's a little more open-minded, but at the end of the day, he's not open to new ideas.
No, here's the thing is that I've straight up had the position of, like, at this juncture, like the outside influence that is attacking Vivek Ramaswamy, it's like there's a reason for it, and the reason is because Vivek is one of Trump's boys. See, here's the thing: is that at the end of the day, we know what Vivek was doing when in the presidential race. Vivek was getting on stage and getting his name out there. That was the whole purpose. It was a brilliant move. Because once he got his name out there, he bowed out and fucking endorsed Trump. Like it was literally a masterclass fucking move.
Yeah.
Because I had no fucking clue who the guy was.
No
fucking clue.
Yeah.
And the entire time I'm sitting there, I'm like, hey, I'm not completely against the guy. I think he's kind of cool. I'm not going to vote for him because I'm solidly behind Trump on everything. But you know what? This Vivek guy, maybe he can come back in a couple of years. And then all of a sudden he talks about fucking running for governor, and I'm like, oh shit, oh fuck, all right, let's go, bud.
I think the weakest candidate, second to Nikki Haley, was probably Ron DeSantis' performance.
Yeah. Good old meatball Ron.
Well, Ron. So just to speak on Ron DeSantis for a second. Here's the thing about Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis is in the same club of skill as Marco Rubio. He's a great statesman, but he's not a good leader.
Yeah.
Was he he's a white folder on the desk, we're doing this, if you're not on board, get out of the way type shit?
Kind of. But that's the point, is that he's a great statesman. He knows how to talk to people. He knows what to say. But the problem is at the end of the day, he's not a good leader. DeSantis has never been the triumphant leader that Florida wants. He's been the good statesman that they needed.
He's an administrator. He's not a rallier.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But that's the point, is that he's part of that camp. So Marco Rubio being the Secretary of State is fucking excellent. Will I vote for Marco Rubio if he runs as vice president with J.D. Vance? Absolutely. But at the same time, I'm voting for J.D. Vance.
Well, that's the different types of competency, because you can be a good administrator and just have a very weak stance and no gravitas behind yourself.
Exactly.
That makes
Absolutely.
sense. George Washington, in my opinion, was very basically competent, but it was the aura that George had that made him immortal, right?
Yep. Yeah, well, no, the gravitas that man commanded was absolutely impeccable.
So, John Adams was a good administrator and a good speaker, but he didn't have the same stature that Washington did.
Well, that's why fucking George Washington's leading the army and John Adams is fucking building the country.
Yeah. There's a reason why no one tried to make John Adams king. They offered to make George Washington king, and then he said no.
Honestly, the founders are very archetypal to the types of people that we are dealing with now, in a way.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's also not to say anything bad about John Adams. It's just he was obviously no Washington.
No, he's a builder, not a leader.
Yeah.
He does the work. He doesn't come up with the ideas. He doesn't, he helps design the ideas, but he doesn't get people rallied around the idea. He implements the idea. We have a lot of architects. We have a lot of engineers, but we don't have anybody that's able to properly embody it. Yep. Well, and that's the thing, is like everybody's, there was this thing a couple months ago where everybody is questioning who's going to be the next candidate. It's like, it's fucking J.D. Vance, you fucking idiots. You're stupid if you don't think otherwise. Mm-hmm. Like, you're retarded. JD is almost there, but I'll vote for him. But he just needs to take it a step further somehow in his character in order to properly embody it. He'd be perfect. So do you know? Well, that's the thing. They haven't tried to kill JD yet. That's the key difference. Notice how first term Trump didn't, like, he had the gravitas, definitely. But in the second term, he came back as Caesar. Yeah. And that's the point.
Hail Caesar.
But that's the point, is that they haven't tried to kill JD yet. Because they know, and here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Let me just explain this. Because here's the thing: they know JD's the worst one. They know he's worse than Trump.
Yep.
They know damn well they're fucked if JD gets into office.
Well, Trump,
Okay.
he kind of came in with a fraction of the same energy that Napoleon did to me, reading about him.
Okay, and for the
I'm not trying to glaze Donald Trump with any kind of grandeur or anything. It's just the type of energy that he entered office with.
No, dude. Okay, first off, anybody who tries to say some shit like that, you can look at them and be like, they tried to fucking blow his head off.
Yeah.
Right.
Twice.
That changes somebody. Period. End of story.
Yeah.
That fucking ignites something. Period. Like I became a totally, like, I will say this right now. The first time I got shot at, I became a fucking maniac the first time it fucking happened.
Somebody tried to kill me. Yes,
damn near fucking shit myself. But then at the same time, I was ready to fucking eat the dude. Like, I was ready to fucking cut him apart and fucking feast on his organs.
Yeah.
It's when somebody tries to fucking put a bullet in you, it's a totally different fucking situation. You become a totally different person afterwards.
Okay, two things. One, Kalis the Unforgettable would be proud of you. And second, for all the new folks that may be tuning in, explain why you think JD Vance would be more of a hard ass than Trump.
Because the motherfucker's been shot at before, but not by these people. He's gone to war.
I think it looks like Trump is setting the stage for JD.
Oh, he is. Because right now, here's the thing: is that most of the policies, and this is the key thing to understand, is most of the policies that we're implementing right now are not going to come to full fruition until the next term. See, everybody's bitching and whining and crying about deportations. We've seen 2.4 million deportations this year. Most of them are self-deportations. These are people that are just getting the fuck out of Dodge because they don't want to get caught up in the bullshit. Because they're trying to avoid getting permanently excised from the country. Yeah. Because most of the people that self-deported, they were here on tourist visas or student visas or work visas or whatever, and they stayed over the visa. And so they're getting the fuck out of Dodge before they get picked up, because if they get picked up, they can't come back.
Yeah. But according to some of these assholes, self-deportations don't count. Even though it's they're still not here anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. So anytime these assholes want to be like, oh, that doesn't count, yeah, go fuck yourself. The motherfuckers have removed themselves. Go fuck yourself. Fucking find a tree branch, stick it right up your ass, and fucking call yourself Jose. Anyways, the problem that we end up having is that these motherfuckers do not understand the around 400,000 that have been deported by ICE are literally the worst of the worst. Oh, by the way, let's reference one of the best metrics to understand this: the homicide rate. The homicide rate in the United States dropped precipitously this year. Because, if you're not aware, a lot of the gangs stopped killing each other because all of a sudden a lot of those gang members, oh wait, I'm an illegal.
Yep.
A lot of the violence has cooled down because now they're hiding because they're trying not to get caught by ICE. So, if you want to bitch, moan, and yap about fucking deportation numbers, guess what, motherfucker? Wait until next year. Yep. Starting tomorrow, wait for the numbers. It's going to start ramping up very quickly. Oh, by the way, what is tomorrow actually?
The new year.
It's the
My
second.
great grandmother's.
It's the second. This coming week, I should say, is the second run of new ICE agents come out of training. Because here's the thing: a lot of people don't know this. The training camp to become an ICE agent, to become a deportation officer, it's a 6-month program. Next week or the week after, I forget which, somebody pointed this out to me. They are going to be putting a shit ton more people on the street doing deportations. They're going to start being able to run more operations. They're going to be able to start running more planes. Oh, by the way, what did they just do? They just bought a bunch of planes from Boeing so they could do the deportations themselves instead of chartering planes from the airlines.
That's good.
Yeah. Keep telling me of that. Oh, he didn't do enough this year. No, I'm sorry. These policies don't happen overnight. And you might think that a year is a long time. Guess what, bitch? It took 30 years. 30 for the founding fathers to decide that it was time to shoot people. You motherfuckers can't last a decade.
Yep.
The founding fathers would look at you and be like, you're fucking stupid, retarded, and fucking gullible. So, frankly speaking, I don't give a shit what these people have to say. Not even a little bit.
I thought the founding fathers would probably say that they're impatient and would get their asses shot off for jumping the gun too soon.
Well, that's the thing. Is what caused the fucking founding fathers to finally decide it was time to shoot people? What was the event?
Wasn't it Concord or Lexington?
No.
One of those.
The Boston Massacre, I think it was called.
No. It was they finally couldn't get any redress through the courts.
Let me add to that. You know who went ahead and fired the first shot?
Who?
The clergy.
Thought nobody knew who shot the first.
Well, no.
First round.
Who led the first assault? Sorry, not the first shot.
On which
and,
side?
I was talking to Levy, and I said, really, nobody's willing to have this discussion in religious circles, but, Christian principle does not allow the type of tolerance for tyranny and invading cultures. It hasn't for millennia, and
Correction.
This very strange. You up?
I think you mean evangelical Christianity.
Yeah, it's an anomaly over the past century.
Yes.
And it's been throughout history that the direct check and balance in the West to invasive cultural change has always been faith leaders.
Yep.
I won't speak on that much further.
Getting back to my original point, it was the courts. We could not get any redress through the courts, and so it became inevitable for us to just start shooting people. What do we happen to be doing right now? Dale, you fucking posted a great little win earlier.
Yep.
From Pam Bondi.
Yep.
Oh, Pam Bondi's useless. She's ineffective, blah, blah. And yet we're getting win after win after win after win out of the Supreme Court.
Yes.
We're winning so goddamn much, most people don't even fucking catch all of it.
Yep.
Hell, I haven't seen the Supreme Court docket fucking move this fast in goddamn fucking 20 years.
Yes. And hell, it looks like right now, assuming that that both Kavanaugh and Barrett don't completely pussy out, it looks like we're gonna have those southern voting laws wiped away so that you can actually, get rid of all those blue districts in the south that are mandated by court. Yep. It's like you were talking about the House earlier. That's like 12 to 15 seats that you could probably wipe out if it wasn't for that stupid fucking court ruling that's going to be thrown out.
But that's the point, though, is at the end of the day, we're getting redress through the courts right now.
Yep.
We're nowhere near fucking firing shots because there's no point. We're winning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? Oh, we exposed fraud. Yes. Good job. Thank you. We've now uncovered another thing to use against these people. Mm-hmm. Now we get to sue these states for their fucking malfeasance. Oh, by the way, what does this do? Like let me kind of lay it out. You see, they poisoned the term reparations. They poisoned the term reparations on purpose. Because every time I've talked about reparations, when I'm in a space and some dumbass fucking is like, that's a liberal talking point. No, I'm talking about war reparations, you fucking dumbass. You know, the money that a country pays to another country for losing?
Yep.
Guess what? Minnesota's going to end up paying us all fucking back. Minnesota is going to be sitting there paying reparations for their fucking malfeasance for fucking decades in order to recoup the losses. California, Oregon, Washington, fucking all the Beltway states, all the New England states, all of these motherfuckers are going to be paying us fucking buku fucking cash for their bullshit. Hell, in the case of Ohio should have to pay the fucking federal government. I don't give a shit. Guess what? We don't get to build the Browns stadium. I don't give a fuck. I don't even give a fuck about the Browns. The Browns they could all die in a fucking plane crash tomorrow, and I'm not gonna fucking shed a tear. Fuck them. They're a waste of perfectly good fucking airtime on the TV. Mm-hmm. I'd rather see fucking armored MMA on the fucking TV than watch fucking football.
Yep.
But at the end of the fucking day, Ohio should have to pay the reparations. All of the states that are found to have been allowing this shit to happen and have been complicit in it should have to pay the fucking money back. And fuck them. They want to bitch, moan, and cry and yap about, oh, this is a great burden upon our people. Yeah, you should have thought about that before you allowed a bunch of fucking... I almost said some very unsightly things. You should have thought about that before you let a bunch of fucking Somalis fucking steal a shit ton of money and fucking fund a terrorist organization with it.
Yep.
Like, now it makes perfect sense why Al-Shabaab is so fucking successful, why they're able to fucking equip and train people in fucking droves. Hell, the Somali government should be able to sue the state of Minnesota for fucking allowing this to happen.
Yep.
And the Supreme Court should fucking hold it against them. Should be like, you know what? That's a good case. Let's take this up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. How much money can we estimate was probably funded to Al-Shabaab? $4 billion? All right. Slam the gavel. Minnesota, you are required to pay $3 billion in reparations to Somalia for your complicity in the funding of Al-Shabaab.
Yeah.
And I bet you dollars to fucking donuts. We watch it here in 6 months. Al-Shabaab falls apart as an organization because they're not receiving the fucking funding from Minnesota anymore. Bet you.
Yep. Didn't they already uncover that more fraud has taken place in Minnesota just among this community than the entire GDP of Somalia?
Yes.
Like,
yes. Actually.
What the fuck? Okay, new federal rule. No federal dollars cannot go to people whose heads are shaped like balloons. Your head must be at least this round to get federal funding.
But no, the point is that at the end of the fucking day, it's like, no, I'm over this shit. And here's the point. This is actually a policy that actually would work. This is a policy that would actually force states into compliance. Like all these motherfuckers that are bitching and moaning and whining and want to fucking yap and be like, oh, we need a revolution. We need to do this. We need to. It's like, that's not going to fucking work because you got motherfuckers like me that aren't going to let you fucking just start going around killing people. Again, I'll use my fucking doctor as an example. I ain't letting anybody fucking touch the fucking Indian. Mm-hmm. It ain't fucking happening. So fuck you and whatever piece of shit fucking rock under your fucking mom's basement you decide to crawl out from under. Fucking like last night we were having a conversation, you know, and it was kind of tangentially related to this whole, you know, humanity first, you know, humanity supremacist thing that, you know, a bunch of lefties are bitching about in sci-fi. Mm-hmm. But here's the fun part. The Groypers and all their little ilk, these liberals, the communists, et cetera, in my opinion, we should reclassify them as silicate-based life forms. If you understand why I say that, first off, give yourself a cookie. Second off, go get laid. You're a nerd. Because silicate-based life forms are toxic to carbon-based life forms.
Good to know.
That's all they are. They are a toxic parasite in our midst. And it's just simply a case of, no, we'll handle you. We can handle them, no problem, because guess what? We can just get them out of office. They can't win a fucking election to save their lives. That's why they have to rig it. You look at the numbers. Look how close some of these races are. Like, seriously, look at the numbers. The numbers tell the story. Tony Gonzalez won his election by 400 fucking votes 2 years ago. Or a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
400 votes.
Yep. Or an even better example is look at how Minnesota has voted for the last 50 years. It has every single election been swing state level of close, but for some reason the Dems just always win it by just a bit. It's like, that seems kind of off, doesn't it?
Look at Ohio.
Yep.
Everybody was like, Ohio's a battleground state. We cleaned up our voter rolls. We cleaned up our voter rolls. The state swung 15 points. 15 points.
Yep.
Just by cleaning up the voter rolls. We already have mandatory fucking voter ID.
Oh, that's good.
We already had that. You have to present your ID every time you go to the polling place here in Ohio. Every time. And yet, we were a battleground state until we cleaned up the voter rolls.
Yep.
You know, everybody bitching about voter ID. Voter ID doesn't work if your voter rolls are polluted.
Yeah. Another thing to note, something else that came out of Minnesota recently. You know that in Minnesota, one citizen can vouch for up to 8 different people if those people cannot prove that they're allowed to vote? All you have to do is say they can, and they get to vote.
Jury of your peers.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if it's not, if no one ever, dares to prosecute that, it just goes on like that.
William.
William, welcome, good sir.
Hey, I didn't know we were recording today.
Yeah, so keep it PG.
Yeah, PG for us. Okay, gotcha.
PG for us. But that's the point, is that voter ID doesn't fucking work unless you clean up your fucking voter rolls. If you have polluted voter rolls, it doesn't fucking matter. Because, what also came out of Minnesota? Anybody know?
What?
Oh, that's right. It's come out that there's some very big discrepancies when it comes to absentee ballots for military members. Military members that didn't receive absentee ballots, and for some reason they voted.
Was that before or after they were KIA?
Well, if they're voting for Democrats, then it's after.
These are living military members that have testified. Yeah, I don't remember if this case is before the Supreme Court or if it's like a state case or whatever. But there's a court case that's ongoing right now where military people have testified that I never requested an absentee ballot. I've never received one, and yet it's shown that I've voted in the 3 past elections where I have not voted. They're using whatever little methodology they can, they're using it to vote. Which is why, me personally, I've always maintained, like personally speaking, that the military, there should be a separate thing for military voting where they don't vote on a state level, they vote on a national level. And their ballots their shit is handled within the military, and then that's counted separately, and it's a supervised thing, because clearly the states aren't responsible enough to be able to fucking handle it. Clearly.
Yeah.
Side note, looks like Iran is throwing a revolution right now.
Yeah. We can get back to that in a moment, but I need to interrupt for a second. I have to go briefly, so I need to pause the recording for a minute or two. So just don't say anything you want to be part of the show until I get back. I'll only be a minute or two. All right. Bye.
A better analogy, but yes, they qualify as the same.
All right. Sorry about that, people. I am now back, and recording has once again begun. I'll just splice the two videos together.
It's all good.
Yeah. So before I left, I believe we were about to talk about Iran. Are we still talking about that? What's going on with Iran?
It's just one of the little kerfuffles that the Persians always have literally every year. There's always this big kerfuffle that the Persians throw, and the IRGC inevitably comes in and does their thing, and so on and so forth. It's nothing new. It's nothing important. Until something actually happens, I don't care about anything to do with Iran. So,
yeah, we had this happen last year. We had it happen 2 years ago. We had it happen.
Yeah,
I can think of 5 in the last 10 or 12 years.
It's basically within the past decade. It's happened multiple times.
Yeah.
So is it fair to say then that it's basically just some minor kerfuffle happens in Iran, and then, for example, like Israel then starts pushing out massive propaganda that the regime is about to fall, and then nothing happens, and then repeat the next year some small scale protest. Israel pretends like the Shah is about to come back and the people are about to overthrow it. Nothing happens, and then repeat.
Oh God. Okay. So real quick. Let me. I guess we'll talk about that for a second. The Shah coming back is never going to happen.
Oh, that's never.
So the monarchists within the Persian population, because remember, the mullahs are Arabs, the Persians are the regular people. The Persian population will never take the Shah back, because at the end of the day, they fucking despise the motherfucker, because they know who he is. The current Shah is nothing more than a EU puppet. That's all he is.
It really is. He is it's let's get this
literally
on the side.
Literally lives in London. Literally lives in fucking London.
Of course.
So it's just a case of like, you know, the Israelis, and this is the thing, is that the Israelis will take any fucking opportunity to saber rap. Absolutely. Now, here's the thing with the Israelis is you have to understand how fucking politically divided they are. Like, they are worse than us politically. Like, way fucking worse. Like, they have been operating under political paralysis. Like everybody thinks that the U.S. has this political paralysis where the House is just locked in against each other and that there's nothing that can be done. No, in the Knesset, it's literally they cannot agree on anything. Like I have sat back and I have been watching Israeli politics for months now, and they still cannot decide on the situation regarding Syria. Syria is literally offering them basically everything Israel could want. You know, and the Syrians are just like, hey, we would love to have your Air Force to fight the Turks. We'd love to have you on.
Oh, really? Oh God, what's that guy's name that used to be part of? Who used to be a full-blown terrorist and then splintered off and created his own group, and then theoretically.
So here's the thing about Jelani. Jelani, literally, he's a U.S. asset.
Yeah,
he literally is. Because here's the thing: is that he used to be part of Daesh, and then the split that you're talking about when he split off and formed his own thing. That split was when he flipped and became a U.S. asset, and then he started doing his own thing. And notice how he was much more effective than everybody else. And then when he became leader, what was the first place he went to?
The U.S.
Literally, first stop. He was meeting Donald Trump in the fucking White House.
Yeah, within the month.
He's a U.S. asset. Period in the story. And notice how Daesh fucking hates his ass. They fucking hate him. No. So what you end up having is that the situation to do with the current situation in Syria is that the Syrians have managed to bog the Turks down hard because the Turks aren't sending their own forces in. They're sending in their proxy forces. They've managed to bog them down to the point where they can't make any headway. And the Syrians have been talking to the fucking Israelis like, hey, we would love to have you guys in on this. We can give you this. We can give you hell. You know what? Fuck it. You can have the Golan. We're removing our claim to the Golan. Period in the story. We don't care about it anymore. Just bring your planes. We need to blow some shit up. And the Israelis are sitting there and they're completely paralyzed throughout their entire government on how to handle this situation. And it's like you literally have the opportunity to blunt the Turks. You literally have the opportunity to remove your greatest threat from the board, and you're not taking it.
Well, you have to remember how the Knesset, how their government in general is set up, but especially the Knesset. Everything that is wrong with the parliamentary system and everything that's wrong with the French government was all jammed together intentionally.
Yeah, basically.
The fact that they haven't had as many revolutions as France has had in the short time Israel has been around in a modern capacity blows my mind.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But no, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Like, again, all these motherfuckers, and this goes back to the whole fucking, quote unquote, America First crowd. They're not America First. They're America, whatever the fuck they want. America in their image. Let's call it that. That's the whole thing is like, they're like, oh, Israel. And it's like, Israel can't even figure out its own shit. You think they're influencing the United States? Like, seriously, like, come on. Like, fucking spare me your fucking dribble. because that's all it is. You fucking look like my daughter fucking drooling because she's like, ooh, baba. Like, seriously. It's like, fuck, dude. It's hilarious to me. Every time one of these motherfuckers want to be like, oh, but my Jews, it's like, and the Jews can't fucking figure out how they want to tie their laces today. What are you trying to say?
Well, that's why rabbis use shoes with Velcro.
Oh, Will, I love you. Oh my God.
Hey, it's one of the benefits.
American Jews are like, son, I am right there with you.
Well, that's the thing, is like, that's why there's so many Jews that live here in the U.S. Because they got sick and tired of the politics in fucking Israel.
That's no joke.
Like, they literally got there's a I forget what the term is for the Hadrim.
Yeah, the Haradrim.
Haradrim, thank you. The Haradrim fucking, they're here because they didn't want anything to do with Israel. They're like, no, fuck that. Go away. We're good. There's a reason why they're here. Like, it's
Dude, I'm making birria with lamb. I think this lamb is some of the best shit I've ever.
Nice.
Oh God, I want to say it.
Say it.
No, we're recording.
Say it.
The lamb must have been very well treated, and it was not from the Middle East.
Nice.
Actually, contrary to that, halal butchering is supposed to be tenderized with the meat properly because they don't stress the meat out before they kill it.
Do you know how they kill it?
Slit its throat?
Hang it upside down by its legs, slit its throat, and then spin it around.
I'm just going on what somebody that was pro-Muslim was telling me. So I was like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I've tasted halal meat. It doesn't taste any different.
Oh my God. I'm still broken over what Will said. I love it. Anyways, I'm geeking, bro. I'm geeking. But no, like, again, like, it's fucking embarrassing. Like, these motherfuckers literally like have this idea that it's the Jews, and it's like, the Jews can't fucking figure out their own shit. What do you think they're doing? Like, you really believe? Like, do you, with all the conviction in your heart, believe that they're capable of actually fucking influencing the United States?
Right.
Like, that says more about you than it does about the Jews.
Well, to me,
Like,
it's up there with them,
I would be embarrassed.
that's like the old Gen X conservatives back when Obama was president, freaking out about Bohemian Grove and shit.
Oh God, I had forgotten about that. Oh, good Lord.
It's
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, the precursor to Epstein Island.
No. So the whole Bohemian Grove thing. Here's the fun part about that. Here's the great part about that. And I guess we're just gonna dog on these fucking idiots who fucking got psyched into fucking believing shit. That, you know, it's like, hey, is there possibly a kernel of truth to what you're being told? Yes, but let's be honest. At the end of the fucking day, if there's a fucking real, you know, cult sacrifice site that is going to be used for doing different things, do you really believe you're going to get videos of it? Do you really believe
It depends on how good you are at sneaking in and sneaking out.
No. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. You just did the meme. You just did the meme.
Yeah.
Alex Jones. I think Alex Jones has stepped back on his groiper position, by the way.
Oh, of course. Of course he has.
I don't think Alex Jones has ever been pro Groiper.
Yeah.
Alex Jones. Here's the thing about Alex Jones: is Alex Jones isn't retarded. The problem is he gets sucked into the vortex. He's, to be completely frank, gonna say this. Stoner and Alex Jones have a lot in common.
Are you ready? I'm about to.
I love you too.
I'm just saying. They like.
Yeah, that kind of hurt.
They're like flightless birds. They kind of get pulled into the vortex, and then when they get spit out the other side, they're a little kooky because their brains have been bounced around a lot. Stoner, I love you, but I gotta say,
My name's Donnie, and I like tater tots.
like I'm just saying, like at this point in time, like that's my view of Alex Jones. I'm like, you know what? He had like a 50% hit rate on shit, but there are so many other people that I follow personally that have like 80+% hit rates on shit that I'm just like, yeah, sorry, Alex, you need to take a step back, bud. You need to take a step back. You need to reevaluate a few things. You might need to go ahead and take some money and go on a vacation and just chill out for a minute. Stop associating with people like Robert Barnes and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I think Alex he got too lost in the sauce.
Oh, he got so lost in the sauce, bro. Like that was some chunky marinara.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
The abyss stared back at him is what happened.
Oh, absolutely. He wasn't prepared for facing true evil. Because here's the thing is, again, I keep telling people this. It's like you're not ready for the Epstein shit. You're not. You're not at all prepared for it. You're gonna fucking see. You're gonna see some of the shit, and you're gonna be like, oh, that's really bad. And then you're gonna see the rest of the shit, and you're gonna be like, oh my god.
Yeah, Don Bongino was clearly not ready.
No, not at all. I don't think that motherfucker was any close to being ready to fucking see that shit.
What, Bongino? Is that who you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Bongino resigned purely because he wasn't ready to face what the fuck that was going on. I think he saw everything and he was just like, "Whoa, bro, I did not sign up for this shit."
I think that was part of it.
Hey, gentlemen, check the side chat real quick.
He murdered 12 million people. He murdered 12 million people. What is very fucking cool about that? Tell me.
I don't even want to watch it. I just see Fuentes in an Imperial officer's hat and fucking Piers Morgan with a rebel or with an Alliance fucking flight helmet. I don't even want to watch it.
For Nick Fuentes' shit, Piers Morgan is one of the easiest targets to fuck with, though. He makes it so easy.
That is fair.
Yeah, no.
Okay, but here's the thing about Nick Fuentes that I figured out. He's a bully, and he doesn't give a damn shit or fuck on what he says. And if he sees what he's saying is bothering you, he's just going to turn them screws as tight as he can.
Well, that's the thing. He's a career grifter. That's what they do.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day.
We argue with them
what?
on an amateur basis online every day. They just made a career out of it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
We do it for the love of the game. They do it because they need to make money off of it.
Everything that they argue from the start of the discussion is in bad faith.
Yeah, no, they do it because they need to steal money from others. That's grifting.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, that is actually I pointed that out to one of them one time because he's like, "You work for a living," and I was like, "Yeah, I do. I shit on you for the love of the game, dude. Like, what's your point? What's your fucking point? I shit on you for the love of the game. Like, I'm here because I want to be. Like, fuck
I'm
you.
working overtime here because this is a passion, bitch.
like, let's fucking go, bud. Like, what are you trying to say? That you need to be here because if you're not here, you don't eat. And me, I'm here because I want to shit on you.
No, thank you for making my dream come true, bitch. You're my little passion project.
You're the equivalent of the '69 fucking Mustang I got in the fucking garage that I'm working on, bitch. I'm here to just shit on you and fucking chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of fucking bubblegum.
I don't need pay.
You sure it's not the equivalent of the '69 Mustang Repro that's sitting in the garage?
Oh,
it looks good, but if you really get under the hood, you go, that's a VW engine.
Yeah, there's something I've been thinking about.
This is why William needs to be here.
How is it that Nick Fuentes has gone this far and not had somebody beat the brakes off of him?
Because he doesn't go in public.
I was going to say, because Gypsy Danger told this, but he actually meant what he was saying and got fucked up.
Say again? You kind of cut out there for a minute.
I was like, yeah, because Gypsy Danger pulled the same shit, but he meant what he said and didn't stop, and he got fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever Fuentes running around, he has a bunch of bully boys that keep him from getting curb stomped.
Oh yeah, no. If given half the opportunity, somebody would have shot him by now. Half the opportunity. And mind you, it wouldn't have been a leftist. It wouldn't have been a leftist that would shoot him. It would have been a moderate.
No, I have to disagree with you. I don't think somebody would shoot Fuentes. I think somebody would go up and just beat the snot out of him.
Well, I'm only seeing people on the left at the layman level even call out Nick Fuentes. The only people he's living rent-free in, mind-wise, are high characters on the right.
Well, it's because they've seeded. So what you're seeing is the seeds of doubt were planted years ago, and so many people are giving credence to Fuentes because they're like, well, maybe he's got a point. And it's like, no, he doesn't have a fucking point. The only reason why he's here is to fucking say the dumb shit that he wants to say in order to get you to give him money.
That's ready.
Because that's money you're not putting towards yourself, your family, or your own cause.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like, they're just parasites. He's literally just a parasite.
I'm really freak out.
But again, unfortunately, and this is the issue, is that there's too many people that have, again, the seeds of doubt were planted because so many people have been conditioned to be distrustful, and it's like, well, that's a personal problem. That's not my problem. And unfortunately for a lot of these guys, it's like, look, there's a lot more of me than there are of you. And you don't want to find out what happens when we decide to start shooting people. Because when we start to shoot people, shit goes bad for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, again, I tell people this all the time. The radicals start wars, the moderates are the ones that finish it. Every time.
True.
There isn't a single war that the radicals have started that they have finished. Name one. Name a single fucking one.
Would the Bolshevik Revolution count?
Revolutions? Yes. Because they're run on emotion and ideology, not reason.
No, seriously. No. Let me play this out for you. Okay. Did Russia ever stop being in a state of civil war after the Bolsheviks, quote unquote, won?
No.
That's my point.
No. Yeah,
The moderates.
I'm agreeing with you, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they don't win civil wars. I'm saying that they hold on to power for a while because of ideologic reasons and emotional control until such a point to where it becomes so unstable a second time that the system collapses and they get kicked out.
Okay, I can give you that. I can give you that. Absolutely, I can give you that. But the point is that they don't win these things. They never have. Like the human condition is that we always tend towards the center on most things. We, as humans, we don't, generally speaking, have incredulous convictions towards particular topics unless that topic is survival. Survival is the only thing that humans have a strong conviction towards.
Yeah, it's how we're wired.
Yep.
I mean, it's literally how we're wired. We don't want crazy stuff happening around us because it makes living a little difficult.
Yep. So, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, go ahead, start trying to do your glorious revolution, little Nicky. And you know what's going to happen is that there's going to be some dude like me perched up, 200-300 meters away. We're going to get line of sight. And we're going to be like, hey, that's oh shit, that's the big wig. Oh fuck. Hey, Bobby, bring me my fucking rifle. That's how it's gonna go. Oops a daisy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, look at the Spanish Civil War. Spanish Civil War, greatest example of it all. The fucking radicals, they were purged. Even the radicals inside the nation that were technically on Franco's side, Franco fucking got rid of their asses because they were a detriment to his rule.
Yes, it's true.
And Franco was the moderate of that side. He didn't go around wholesale fucking killing people. Now, did he kill a bunch of communists? Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
He didn't go wholesale fucking annihilating neighborhoods. The communists did that.
Do communists really count as people, though?
No.
2/5, I guess, maybe.
You can't really go with the 2/5 rule on that because that's how that's part of how we were able to get rid of slavery in America.
Wasn't that
true.
That was 3/5.
Oh yeah, it was 3/5.
Yeah, you're right. I stand corrected. That was 3/5.
Okay, so we can go 2/5 for the commies.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, like again, like you look at the Spanish Civil War, it's the perfect example of what is going to happen in the United States is that the moderates are going to come back. See, this is the thing is that the only chance the Republicans, quote unquote Republicans, the communists, the only chance they had was to finish the revolution before Franco was able to get back into the country. As soon as him and the military were back in the country, they lost. It was done. It was over. It was the only chance they had. And then the same thing. Like, why are they trying to keep us committed overseas? Because they want to launch the color revolution here while the military is committed overseas. That's why they're so desperate to have us in Ukraine. That's why they're so desperate to have us against China. That's why they're so desperate to have us in Europe, et cetera, et cetera. They want us over there so that over here is undefended.
To have a revolution of any real significance, you have to remove stabilizing forces.
Yep.
Which is why they went after. It's part of why they went after moderate religion. It's why they went after family structure. It's why they go after all the and try and do crazy things to them in school. It's why they go after the military.
Yep.
Everything that stabilizes and mellows out the general populace is the enemy that has to be dealt with.
Yep. And mind you, here's the fun part, is that the problem is for them now is that they have a bunch of radical moderates. They have a bunch of me's running around. And they don't like that. That's why they're so desperate. Like, that's why they were desperately trying to get the gun ban shit passed during Biden. Because they know damn well that there's a bunch of me running around. And we're willing to put our lives on the line. We're willing to actually fucking go the extra mile to fucking do shit. We're willing to make the sacrifice. They don't like that. They don't like that at all.
Yes.
And before some little dipshit fucking goes like, you wouldn't do anything. Motherfucker, I literally strap a gun on for work. I literally have the fucking, the mental note in my head every single day I come to work that today could be the last day I'm breathing. I have it in my head that I could potentially leave my daughter an orphan. Please don't try to fucking talk to me about that shit. Don't. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, by the way, so I was trying to find a video for a while. I finally managed to find it. Check out the video I just posted. It's similar to the one Stoner posted, but I think you'll all be amused by it.
Oh, Lord.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna go check.
Alright, hold on.
Alright,
Hold on.
it's an AI generated video, and it's called Chinese Nick Fuentes.
So they're always coming up with, no, it's not the
Units,
no, it's not
concubines,
no, it's not
Mongolia,
it's actually really complicated. No, it fucking isn't at all.
Units,
Running society,
concubines,
need to shut the fuck up,
Mongolia,
need to be imprisoned for the most part, and we would live in paradise.
under the mandate of heaven.
It's literally that simple.
Sorry, I was up for a minute. Now I'm gonna check it out.
That's a thing.
Yes.
We need to ban the gay and the transgender, because they're the word important to me.
It's the eunuchs! It's the eunuchs! Oh my god, that's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant. Oh my god. Make sure you put that video in the final product.
Of course.
And just have it silent. Have it silenced so that it's fucking it shows the subtitles. Oh my god, that's fucking brilliant. Oh my god. Whoever fucking made that, give the man a fucking beer. Holy shit. Okay. That's good.
Beer,
That's
give
good
him a fifth of Hennessy.
Holy fuck, that was good. But yeah, no.
No, you know, okay, you know what you motherfuckers need to do? You motherfuckers that are still on X need to take that, send it to X, and tag that little shithead in it.
So the video I originally found on X, but
Damn that sucker.
apparently over the last month or so, it's just completely vanished from X, and I had to find it on Facebook.
Oh no, that's ironic.
Yeah.
Told Jackie Gailey that we were sick, so we were doing New Year's.
Yes.
Okay, well, I gotta ask in regards to X, isn't X kind of becoming a bit of a groiper echo chamber?
I wouldn't say so.
X is always an echo chamber.
They will know that you're alive.
It's not a case of it's becoming a groiper echo chamber. X is always an echo chamber for whoever is using it. It's how the algorithms work. You have to go out of your way to look at something different.
Yes.
That's what makes it so fun when you go dog on people.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, somebody comes from left field and just starts slamming into their opinion because they're not used to it.
Yep. Well, it's basically because, the AI wants to feed you content you interact with, and, if you interact with political content that you agree with, which people tend to do, it starts only feeding you that. Because, it wants you to be more, it wants to maximize the amount of time that you're using it, and, it's unfortunate.
Yep. Yep, I made a game of it once to try and see what I could do to the algorithms, and I went and looked for fun bags, cat videos, and cooking channels all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did it come up with some weird suggestions.
Oh dear.
Next time you decide to fuck with the algorithm, start looking up Billion and Pipkin Pippa and see what happens.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I can't. It started showing up the human version. Think about what I just described.
Yes.
And,
Oh dear.
So you guys know that the Somali daycare that is claiming that somebody broke in and stole their student enrollment documents?
Yeah.
I heard that one, but yeah, okay, keep going.
Somebody pointed out, hey, if you look at the damage that they're citing as the way the person got into the building, the damage came from the inside of the building, not the outside of the building.
Oh wow.
Oh, so the kids that weren't there got terrified and broke out.
Yes. The robber is coming from inside the house.
Well, these idiots apparently don't know how to dress up a crime scene properly.
Have these people never heard of fire before? Like, what's more believable? Oh, there was a fire.
The comments.
Well, in all seriousness, though, if they did do that, wouldn't they also have the added charge of arson on them?
It's possible.
They don't care. They don't have enough. They don't have the reasoning to think that far ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would just like to point out that people are now trying to claim that Ohio has a duty to retreat law, and it's like, what?
No.
What the hell? Where'd that come from?
You mean the state? You mean the state, the same state that has a very, very robust castle doctrine? You mean that Ohio?
Yeah, the state that a lot of the different statewide castle doctrines are based off of.
Interesting.
It's like.
I mean, what's the saying? What's the saying in Ohio? Don't judge us by Columbus.
Yes, actually, that's actually the saying.
So it has castle doctrine, but does Ohio also have a stand your ground law as well?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you are within your own property, like it is literally, hey, okay, so where were you? Where was the shooter? Okay, so the shooter was here, and then you were over there. Okay, we need to just take a statement for the report. Unfortunately, you guys are going to have to find a hotel for the night because we need to process the scene. But we should be done within the next 12 hours.
And then within the next 48 hours, the victim's mother is going to make a press conference saying, "My son was a good boy. He didn't do nothing.
He didn't deserve to get shot while he was trying to rob you and do horrible things to your children."
Here, look at this picture of him graduating elementary school 15 years ago. He couldn't have done anything wrong.
Yeah, after being held back for 5 years.
Yes.
No, actually, this was
Damn
a
it,
statement.
William.
So real quick. I do need to say this though. I made this statement to Gavin earlier, and here's the fucked up part: is you actually look into it, and again, I referenced earlier how if you look at the homicide rates, and you realize all the gangs are scared shitless of ICE fucking coming after their asses. Well, here's the thing: is that the black community as a whole, if you actually look at the fucking data, a lot of these kids, I would love to look at these kids and be like, go be a firefighter. Seriously, go be a firefighter. those kids would never fall into a gang ever in their life. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
like, just fucking go to the firehouse. Go to your local firehouse. Be like, hey, I want to be a firefighter when I grow up, and I want to learn shit. And those guys will literally be like, oh, this is cool. I get to teach the 12-year-old. This is gonna be awesome. Like, they fucking love that shit.
Yep.
Fucking, like, I don't, like, me and Gavin, we were having a discussion, and I guess, fuck it, I'll kind of talk about it here because fuck it, is we're trying to figure out a way to make our little organization that we have more, basically, we don't want to be looked at by the FBI. We don't want the FBI looking at us and being like, oh, these guys are weird, we need to fucking surveil their asses. No. Our whole purpose is that if shit fucking goes haywire, our local area is, that's our AO, we're fucking defending our AO, period, end of story. And at the end of the day, what I was trying to figure out for a while was, how do we add legitimacy to ourselves? Well, luckily I found this YouTube channel, and I would have to go find the YouTube channel again and figure out the guy's name. But the guy's a former military. He's been doing different things since then, but the core principle is military. Well, the guy's an infantry officer. And what is the one reason why you don't shoot the officer?
What?
Because when you shoot the officer, that takes the governor off the ass whipping machine.
Exactly. They're the guys that know all the laws. They're the guys that know all the fucking shit that keeps their guys out of trouble. Now, what he did was he did a video.
Hey, wait, hold up. Doesn't, like, the staff sergeant or the sergeant that with the officer, can't he kind of fill in and kind of be the governor, or is he just going to look the other way and say, have fun, boys?
No, he's going to be joining the boys. He's going to be joining the boys.
Eating the boys.
I'm headed back.
Well, either that or the PFC that literally just came online.
Yeah, seriously. But the point is that what you end up having, and I apologize, what you end up having is that he explained, like, hey, the Democrats love talking about posse comitatus. Well, what is a part of posse comitatus?
What?
If I remember correctly, posse comitatus specifically prohibits the United States military from operating as police officers on domestic soil.
What is the first word in posse comitatus?
Posse.
Posse. What is the posse, gentlemen?
Anybody deputized to uphold the law?
That's the point, is that the posse are regular people that have been deputized to assist in upholding the law. Well, how do you utilize posse comitatus as a civilian? You go and you make yourself available to the county sheriff for deputization. Another way you can do it is by becoming a reserve officer with your local PD. And so, like, for example, me, I have made the decision that once I get my 124 and all my combat arms guys within my organization that we're putting together, which, mind you, it's pretty fun. All my combat arm guys, I want to put them through the 124 because then they can become a reserve officer, which then they can work part-time as a police officer, which then allows you to start operating within the legal framework of the militia.
I still can't run. I'm at least able to move.
Then you take into consideration volunteer fire departments. What are the two things that firefighters learn?
What?
What are the two core training things that they do for firefighters?
Well, don't they also have to go through EMT training?
Oh, fuck, stoner guy. holy shit. Give that man a fucking beer. Holy shit. I am stoner. Fucking bravo, good sir. I was not expecting you to get that. I was not expecting it. I'm going to be completely honest.
Just because I talk slow, don't mean I think slow.
But yes, you get the two core skills that they teach firefighters are firefighting and paramedic 1. Because the firefighters are always the first ones on scene pulling people out. So they're the ones that have to initially start stabilizing victims. So they always have the basic training to stabilize victims until the paramedics can get there. Then, so volunteer firefighting, because it's a volunteer basis, it's like, hey, I'm not able to do full-time work. I can come in, volunteer, get trained in firefighting, and get trained in, basic first aid, or let me rephrase that, advanced first aid, because it is more advanced than your basic first aid class. And then there's the other side to it. There's another point to this triangle. FEMA CERT training. So Stoner, you bitched a lot a few months ago about how FEMA wasn't doing anything. Well, here's the problem. I learned a few things about FEMA that I didn't realize initially. That I need to send you specifically you. I need to send you this guy's channel because he laid out the FEMA thing very, very concisely and very well. And it was like, oh shit, I kind of already knew this shit, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. FEMA doesn't do anything. It's a management organization.
Yeah.
Federal Emergency Management Agency. It manages disasters. It doesn't do anything involving cleanup or rescue operations or anything like that. No. What they do in...
FEMA is basically an accounting agency. They go in, they measure, they look, they see what's damaged sometimes. They go in, they make a bunch of reports, and they send it to other people.
Yeah. But then what they provide as FEMA is what is called CERT training, which is all the chemical and biological cleanup, the search and rescue, all that shit. You can go through CERT training and become a certified volunteer, which is also the reason why they were kicking volunteers out of the Helene disaster zone the way they were, is because they weren't certified. Well, they didn't have the training to be there.
That's part of the reason, but that's not the main reason, because you have to look at who they were kicking out. They were kicking out a lot of the big groups that do have the right.
No, actually, if you, so I Bear, I forget his name, but his name is Bear. That's his actual name, actually, I think.
I hope it's not Bear Grylls.
Yeah, but Bear, he was down in the Helene. His organization, it's referred to as Grindstone Ministries. They were down there throughout the entire disaster. They've been down there the entire time. He specifically referenced it in one of his live streams that he did. Was FEMA approached him and said, "Hey, you need to get the fuck out of here," and he was like, "Nope. Here's our certification. Here's our fucking documentation. We're not fucking going anywhere." And FEMA was like, "Oh shit, okay, you're good, fine, cool." He specifically referenced the fact that there were a lot of people down there that weren't actually because it's a big liability issue. Because if you have
no, I'm agreeing with you. A lot of the people that they did kick out were not properly trained in how to behave and how to safely be in the area just in general. But they also had a nasty habit of kicking out the people that were properly trained in how to deal with those situations.
Well, the problem that I ended up finding out through some digging I did after I watched the guy's video on FEMA was several of those groups, the problem is that they hadn't updated anything. Like, most of their people, they haven't gone through remedial training. They haven't gone through follow-up training. They haven't done this. They haven't done that. They didn't have this, and so on and so forth. And the problem is that when FEMA comes in and they do the measurements, they take the reports and they get everything put together, and then they give you the information to start making the calls that you need to make in order to start applying for the grants and for the loans and so on and so forth that are available to help rebuild. That documentation needs to be done in order to make sure that you're actually getting the money you're supposed to be getting. Like the $700 thing that they were giving out to people, that was literally meant to be, hey, here's $700 so that you can buy food and buy some minor replacement clothes and so on and so forth. And then it was supposed to be afterwards, you then have, like, oh, hey, you get reimbursement for your hotel, or you get reimbursement for this, or hey, you need to rebuild your house. Okay, we can get you, 70, 80 grand for rebuilding your house. And
that
so on.
was the idea, yes, but that second part never happened. But yes, that was the
no. I'm not saying that the situation wasn't managed correctly, but what I'm saying is that the whole idea that FEMA was supposed to come in and save people, that's not at all what the case was.
No.
At all.
FEMA, when they are working properly, is a bookkeeping organization.
Yes.
Yeah, no, the rescue operations usually come from State Guard, National Guard, Coast Guard, or active military. If it's a declared emergency, then you can call in the active military. And then you have some of the high-end volunteer groups.
Well, and again, my whole thing is that at the end of the day, it's like, okay, get the CERT training, and then, if I get to the numbers that I want for my group specifically, and we start getting everything put together, it's like we'll have 52 people. It's like, hey, I need 10 guys that are able to fucking take a week and go down and help with this. Let's fucking go. So on and so forth. And that's the whole point, is that, one of the, and this is something for anybody listening. It's like, get into this shit, because at the end of the day, it's like, oh, you might be sitting there like, oh, what's the point in doing a volunteer firefighter work, or doing, going in and being a reserve officer? What's the point? Or an auxiliary officer? Because, you, as a regular person, you can only be a auxiliary officer until you go through the police academy, or get in with a volunteer police department, or whatever. At the end of the day, it's like, hey, you're building connections with your community. You're building connections with a group of people. You're pursuing the things that you want so desperately, but you're actually putting in the work in order to obtain those things.
You just described a woman that's actually willing to work. Pursuing connections. Wait, what happened? Where did Warhound go? Heck, where did Warhound go? He's describing a woman.
That's funny. That was a good one. That was a good one. But no, you get what I mean.
Yes, I do.
And that's the fucked up part about it, is that there's so many people, and I mean so fucking many, that are bitching and whining and crying about not having this, not having that, and it's like, you haven't put in the fucking work to actually fucking obtain those things at all, and I can tell. Like me, like I have, I have you guys, but then I have the other people within my life, and it's just like, the more I hear these people bitching, I'm like, you don't have anything. You have not put in the work to obtain a single fucking thing. And it shows.
There are quite a few people that I've had in my life that are no longer in my life because all they do is bitch. even when they're shown how to fix themselves or fix the situation, and they don't put the effort into doing it. And they put more effort into bitching than would take into getting the situation unfucked.
And notice, I came at this from a perspective of wanting to figure out how to train my guys better.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made this connection just through wanting to figure out how to get my guys training, how to obtain certain skills that we are not going to be able to obtain on a regular basis easily, and be able to find it within a structure that's actually conducive to learning.
Excuse me.
Oh, and you know, to the Groypers, you know, because they're such a great group of people. You might think camaraderie is gay, but guess what? It's some of the best shit ever.
Yeah.
Whoa. Say that again. Just a little bit slower.
You might think camaraderie is gay, but it's actually the best thing ever.
I cannot believe that they like having friends and a camaraderie and being.
The only thing the Groypers don't think is gay sex.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, true.
Their stupidity knows no bounds.
Yes.
Yeah, they're the only
I will tell you this.
No. Correction. Their f***ry knows no bounds.
True.
Yes.
Well, I will tell you this, though. They're not getting my wife. Even though I do know that those types lust after individuals like Melly.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. But whatever.
Yeah, I know. They come out being all like they hate that certain okay, they all come out acting like they hate that certain subset of individuals. But yet in the private, whenever they're behind closed doors or think they're behind closed doors, what do?
Yeah, they start putting dresses on, literally.
Yes.
Oh, do y'all remember that incident that happened earlier this year when Nick Fuentes was signing off, and before he was able to shut the stream down, he started playing gay porn?
I had heard about it, but I have never seen it.
That was actually from a few years ago, but I've seen it. It's been making the rounds again. But yes, it did happen, and all the Groypers can cope and seethe about it.
But it wasn't an issue.
I would explain why Groypers usually don't own dogs.
Yeah.
Any
Because dogs can't trust them.
Dogs actually can read whether a person is good or not.
Yeah. They probably own some goats, though.
What makes them pictures always seem to be in need of.
Oh, Lord. God help those goats.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I don't know how true it is or not, but haven't some of the Groypers and Jackson Hinkle orbiters been kind of cozying up and working together here lately?
I could see it. I haven't seen it, but I could see it.
Oh no, they've been cozying up to each other for years now. It's just Jackson Hinkle from an optics point of view can't be seen with Nick Fuentes because, you know, commie versus Nazi, but you know, they're one and the same. Hell, I would suspect that Nick Fuentes would find it very, 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 very satisfying to get a hold of Jackson Hinkles, but you know, none of us want to see that video. That OnlyFans is cursed.
Yes.
Isn't
That would be
not?
that would be even worse than the Nick Fuentes Destiny video that leaked.
Oh God. Oh God.
Well, not that. Not that it would really matter. I don't think. But isn't Jackson already married to a Russian woman?
Beard.
Yes, and funny enough, I found out something about his wife. His wife comes from a like hard Politburo family. Like the family she comes from, like we're all in the Politburo. Like I laugh so hard every time he starts, slacking off to Putin, because I'm like, Putin would literally kill your ass. He would literally send the FSB to kill your ass any day of the week if you pose a threat. Like I love it. It's like, oh, you're living under the constant threat of being shot by the FSB for being an enemy of the state. This is great.
Okay, you say Politburo. You're talking about the Soviet era Politburo.
Yes.
Why am I not surprised that his wife is a friggin' communist?
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Well, and
No,
also,
like that's the fun part is that, at the end of the day, like I made this statement. I made this statement last night, but I want to reiterate it. It's funny because every Palestinian I've talked to here in the States, like every time, they don't have anything good to say about Hamas. But then for some reason, every little fuckhead that leaves the U.S. and travels abroad and then starts dogging on the U.S., they always have something good to say about Hamas. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
Yes.
Weird how that works out.
oh, I don't really think Jackson has much to worry about from Putin because isn't he safely tucked away somewhere in America?
Oh no,
I don't know.
Jackson Hinkle, if I remember correctly, last time I checked, he's in Moscow.
But even if he wasn't, I mean, it's not like Putin's ever killed someone in another country before, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's not like anyone
Yeah.
might be introduced to his friend Polonium-210 or anything.
Oh god,
Yeah,
that
but
that would be so great to watch. I would pay to watch that on pay-per-view.
Yeah, wouldn't we all? But isn't he just basically like a little chihuahua and not worth the resources that
Oh,
the
no,
Russian
no,
Federation is silent?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You see, here's the thing about Jackson Hinkle and his little cadre that he's got. You got that. Fuck, what's the other guy's name? The quote unquote leader of the ACP. I forget his name.
Al-Din.
Yeah, Al-Din. And that's not even that's not even his actual name. He fucking changed his name to fucking to sound cooler.
Oh yeah, has been dumbass.
Has been dumbass. But no, here's the thing about their little cadre. Their little cadre, like I've started looking into their funding sources a little bit, and because again they have to file their paperwork, and it's really funny because if you look at some of their funding sources, the NGOs that help fund them are tied directly to the EU.
Interesting.
Like two of the NGOs that they get money from are out of the UK. Another one of them's out of France. A couple of them are out of Germany. Like they're all headquartered in the EU. It's hilarious.
Color me shocked.
I was trying to at least take the hammer.
But yeah, no, it's really just a case of like, yeah, they're little piss ants that they try to be a disruptive force, and at the end of the day, like you notice how the communists, they haven't been able to make inroads into the U.S. whatsoever, and the only reason why Nick Fuentes and his ilk, have been able to make any headway whatsoever is because they're capitalizing on the fact that there's a bunch of distrust of the government. That's it. Like, honestly speaking, if next year does what I think it's going to do, and they just blow open the whole fucking charade that has to do with the NGOs and with the fraud and with the, with the deportations and all this bullshit, and it just blows wide open, people are going to realize really fucking quickly, go, oh my God, I was duped. And there's going to be so many people that quietly just fade into the background because they're just going to be like, oh, shit. If I double down, I'm fucked. No, that's the thing is like a lot of these people, like at the end of the day, again, I said the violence is going to escalate over the next 6 months. And then by the time third quarter comes around, it's going to spill out into, there's going to be ICE agents that get engaged on by cartel and shit like that. And it's going to turn into a fucking shit show. And by the time that comes around, like people are going to realize just how bad the situation is. And they're going to be like, fuck. Like they're going to have to fucking reconcile the fact that they had no fucking clue what the hell they were talking about. And if they do double down, then it's like, okay, cool. By the way, we're using Galils. That's just what it's going to be. And just remember, we might just shoot you in the gut first. We might not. We might just aim a little lower on purpose just to make it, more horrendous. Just saying.
Okay, I'm lost here, but okay.
I can't say anything explicit.
Yes, I know.
Just shoot him in the dick.
Shoot him in the crotch.
Let Nick become one of those eunuchs that run society.
Okay, the subject really hasn't changed. All right, that's why I was confused. I thought there was a subject.
Give him a 5.56 millimeter reassignment surgery.
I don't think Fuentes needs a reassignment surgery.
Yes.
His voice is already high enough.
True. He already has all the mannerisms down.
Yeah, I've seen how he sits, and it's rather prissy.
Yes.
And the amount of time he spends on his hair on camera.
I did not know that.
I mean,
makes sense.
Grooming that.
Oh no, like that's the thing is like I tell people all the time. You look at the rat experiment. Nick Fuentes is one of the pretty ones. He's one of the pretty ones.
And the rat experiment that he's talking about is the Mouse Utopia experiment.
Oh yes.
He's one of the pretty ones.
Jeez.
Which I don't know if that's the.
When you make that connection, all of a sudden it just all makes sense. It just makes all the sense. No, that little shithead that Tucker Carlson had on, the guy who ran over the one dude in his Tesla.
Mm-hmm. Tucker had on that ran over.
No, that wasn't Tucker that had him on. That was Michael Knowles who had him on.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was Michael Knowles.
Okay, that makes sense.
No. Sorry. I don't know how to say his fucking name, so I'm like whatever.
Ibi Abu.
But no, he's the same way. Like, he does his makeup.
Yeah.
Like when he's going on video, he does makeup.
Yeah.
For when he's going to be on video.
Not only that, he's actually had that specific guy has had several surgeries to make his jawline bigger.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's one of those types of people.
Okay, quick question. But isn't it usually standard procedure for an individual to put on a little bit of makeup before appearing before camera? I mean,
usually
it's everybody
just
do that?
Usually it's just foundation.
It's usually foundation, and sometimes if you've got really weird skin tone or complexion, a little bit of extra stuff to make it look more natural.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like you're wearing, face paint.
So like for example, if like when I work outside because I'm a northern Italian, So I bake real good when I'm in the sun. I turn into a raccoon because I wear sunglasses all the time. I got blue eyes. I have to wear sunglasses all the time.
Yeah.
So it's a case of like, I always like my face. I look like a raccoon. It's hilarious. But like, in
Okay.
that, actually, hold on. Let me send. Hold on. I got the perfect picture right here. It strapped for me.
Oh, dear.
Fuck. What? How did you get stuck up like this? You fucking. Oh, god damn it! I was gonna take a picture. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a picture of my my ID. I don't know if you'll be able to tell exactly, but let me make sure my flash is on.
Oh, you already filled it.
Quit playing with the power cord, you little shit.
Here you go.
All right.
There you go. That's what I looked like last October. Or not last
Aww.
October.
Look at that little chubby cheeks.
Oh, you look like an overweight chipmunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, I think I got it figured out now. Northern Italian, you. Southern Italian, Metatron.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep, that's the skin complexion difference.
You look almost like a German that had one too many Luftwaffles.
Actually, it's really funny because I don't have a lot of fat around my face at all. Like basically everything is in my gut and my thighs. It's hilarious. Like I don't even have a lot of fat on my arms.
Bro, we're just fucking with you.
Oh, no,
I ain't got a whole hell of a lot of room to talk myself.
Oh no, I'm just saying from of how my build is. It's hilarious because like I'm just big. I'm just a big motherfucker. My natural weight sits around like 200 to 210. Like I'm just a big motherfucker.
How tall are you?
I'm right now I'm 6'6" and some change. Once I lose the weight in my midsection and my spine's able to start correcting a little bit, I'll be around 6'1".
Nice.
Good God, you're taller than I am.
It's not that hard. That's not that hard.
No, dude, I feel bad for my mother. Like I was a big ass fucking child when I came out of her, and I'm a big ass motherfucker now. Like, you look at me compared to everybody on average, and they're like my vest, my security vest that I have, my level 3A armor. That vest does not cover my entire chest, even though I'm wearing the size vest that I need to. It doesn't cover my entire chest, just how broad-shouldered I am. I'm a fucking giant. Like, genetically speaking, I am a fucking unit. Like, if I actually start working out again, and this is the funny part, is people are like, oh, I want to be as big as possible. I'm like, motherfucker, if I get any bigger, I can't fit my shirts.
I'm just 5 foot. I'm just 5'9", and about the only thing I can really try to do is knock someone down and sit on them and wait for a warhound to show up.
No, dude, it's hilarious for me because I'm just like, every time somebody's like, oh, dude, you need to do this, I'm like, yeah, and that's gonna make me too big. I do not want to have to buy 3X shirts. I'm naturally a 2X.
No, baby, I said that for the hypothetical person. If you was going to get a hold of them, I know what you would do, and they would much rather deal with Warhound than they had you.
Yeah, Z would tear them into pieces by herself.
What can I say? What can I say? I love my snoo.
But no, that's the hilarious part. Like some of these motherfuckers who are like, "Oh, you need a look, Max, bro," and all this shit. And I'm just sitting here like, "Okay, that's fine. I can. If I get my hands on you, I'm killing you." Like, like, I don't give a shit about your looks, motherfucker. Can you hold a candle to me in a fight?
Yeah.
Well, here's my thing.
Is there anything at all gayer than the concept of looks maxing?
Oh God, dude. Okay.
What is that?
On the looks maxing subject, I got something to say. I'm already married, so I am way past that point. I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
So here's the fun part about those types, is that it's always the skinny dudes that can't build. It's always the skinny dudes that can't build, because any Midwestern motherfucker is ginormous. Like you come to the Midwest and you'll notice very quickly that there are just big motherfuckers that live here.
Yeah.
Like, we're just big motherfuckers. And then if you really get down to it, where do these look maxers come from? They come from the coastal areas where they their genetic disposition, they're all fucking twigs. Every single one of them.
Yes.
They're all like
what is look maxing?
Oh, it's this idea of hyper maximalizing your looks. Like literally you know the
surgery.
mouse. Yeah, you know the mouse utopia experiment.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm struggling to feed a child that is giving me shit.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hey.
The mouse. In terms of the mouse utopia experiment, the look maxers are the pretty ones from the experiment. If you read up on the pretty ones, like, it's hilarious. But that's the point. That like they have to groom themselves to the point of being quote unquote appealing, because if they get into a fight with one of the bigger mice, they die.
Yeah. And it's also worth pointing out,
Warhound. Okay, Warhound. Two things. One, did you say twigs or twinks? And two, okay. And two,
honestly.
And two, Keck. The best way I can describe looks maxing is that episode of SpongeBob where you had handsome Squidward.
Yeah.
That's how I can best sum up looks maxing.
Sounds very gay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, and I don't know if this actually exists within the gay male community, but it just sounds like something they would get up to.
No. It's most common among men that claim to be straight.
Yeah, no,
it's most common among...
So they're bisexual, therefore...
So, just to explain, anything that has the word that ends with the word maxing came from the incel community. Is basically think of incels who think that in order to get
in the closet, my guy. So like, what's your point?
That think of looks maxers as incels who think they need to look like a handsome Squidward or whatever to get laid, and basically obsess about that constantly.
So like working out, like.
Not even.
This sounds like almost like eating disorder behavior, like a very unhealthy obsession with staying healthy.
It's not even working out. It's like they need to get plastic surgery to get bigger jawlines and shit.
Are they the guys that like want to get surgery in their legs to make them look taller?
Yes.
Oh my god.
This is looks max.
It's people. It's insecure man boys that will use plastic surgery, steroids, and body sculpting to theoretically make themselves look better.
Yes.
What normally ends up happening is they look like a stretched out wet noodle with the jawline of hyena.
Yeah.
Oh God!
There's the meme with the guy that kind of looks Italian-ish, but it looks more Arabian. He's got the gigantic jaw and the 12 o'clock shadow, or the 12 p.m. shadow.
Hey, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, that's what they end up looking like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of people.
Okay, gentlemen.
Yes.
On the subject of maxing, have y'all ever heard of hag maxing?
Yes.
Hag maxing?
I have. Now, please, I know there's different types of maxing, so please elaborate on hag maxing. Because I like being called a hag. I think it's a title of honor.
No, not nag. Hag. H-A-G.
I said hag. Yeah, I see it as like a rite of passage, an honor.
Well, back in my day, we called it cougar hunting.
Yes.
Kitty.
I really don't understand the incel desire to replace perfectly good terms with just words that end in maxing.
So, like, am I MILF maxing right now?
MILF
like,
maxing
I am freaking feeding my daughter. I'm hot as shit.
I am not saying anything about that because I'm way past
I'm gonna rip your throat out over your opinion. Jeez.
No, it's just that I no longer really have any opinions on that shit anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Does your wife have a gun to your head? Jesus Christ. Oh. Are you good? We need to call the authority.
Please, my wife's over here playing a video game with Rosie.
So, yes.
Oh, dear.
But, oh, geez, I don't really know how to answer that question.
The answer to that is yes. If that's what you have.
The answer to that question is whoosh.
Oh, I got dead air on my end all of a sudden.
Go on.
I was making the sound of a whip.
Oh, yeah, we didn't hear.
Bitch, saying that like it's a bad thing. Some people are into that.
Yes.
Yep. Some people like saying whip me, spank me.
Yeah.
Some people like doing the whipping. That some people is me.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Holy.
It let me choose, but it didn't do. It only gave me the one item.
Okay. Was sorry.
I see. We've already covered looks maxing. We've already covered hag maxing. And we've already touched on MILF maxing, which I think MILF maxing may be subcategory to hag maxing.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Uh-huh. Is there any other maxings we need to know about?
I know there are dozens. I just can't think of them off the top of my head because I don't
Will,
spend
you're
time
going
in these
out.
spaces.
Your voice is robotic.
Yeah.
Oh, I said, well, there is Maxine Waters.
Oh god.
No.
Maxing. No.
Oh god.
Or is it Max maxing?
Yes.
Okay. That picture is what they show the men at the emergency room whose little blue pill lasted more than 4 hours.
Yes. Either that, or they show them that one picture of Nancy Nancy Pelosi in the bikini that went viral.
Talk about a boner killer.
That fucker was gonna kill me. Oh no.
So are we recording all the way through to New Year's?
Probably not.
Wait,
sure, why
Dale,
not?
what
It
time
just
is
depends
it for
on
you?
what.
Are you ahead of us?
I think we're in the same time zone. For me, it's 9:12 p.m.
Yeah, it's 9:12 for me too. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know where in Canada you were.
Oh yeah, Eastern.
Straight north of us.
Yeah.
Well,
He's in
obviously-
best.
Will, thank you, Will. Gee, very cool.
Well, if you know where
Get this fucking
Plattsburgh,
dumbass out of here.
if you know where Plattsburgh, New York is, I'm like 30 minutes north of Plattsburgh. Like, just
Okay,
straight
so
north.
get your ass to New York and get some free rent.
That's a good point. You could just walk across the border and say, "Here I am."
Oh yeah. Then
Like, hi, I'm gay and they hate me where I'm from.
Then I could start up
I
my
don't
own
think that
daycare
would really
business.
work.
I could start up
I
my
don't
own
think that
daycare
would really.
stand.
I don't think that would really work for Canadians. But hey,
What
if
would
you
you
want to know
name
where,
your fake daycare center?
Let's see. Poutine
Instead of
daycare
Blearing
center.
Center, is it Looming Center?
Yes.
Looming Center, Jesus.
We weave on a loom. For funsies.
Yes.
okay, if you want to know where Dale was from, check the side chat because I just posted the perfect meme.
Yes. Well, let's see if I can find. There we go. This is a good summary of French Canada. And it is true. There is no Canada like French Canada.
I don't get it.
It's the best Canada
That's from
in
South
the land.
Park.
Me with my French name, I don't get it.
No, that's a skit from South Park.
Yeah.
I know.
Final.
Oh God.
But no, it really is the best part of Canada because we have poutine and also we're racist enough to keep all the Indians out.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Because the Indians have to learn French and they don't want to learn French, so they get out.
Well, if they learned French, they couldn't scam as many people over the phone.
True.
Because as soon as you hear somebody speaking French on the phone, you just hang up.
Yes.
You know, one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube is these hackers that get into those scamming call centers and just crash everything they have.
Oh, that is so much fun to watch. Yes.
Yeah. Always from India.
Yeah. It's always from India. Always.
Yep.
And you
Don't
know,
forget
you
the Somalis.
Because the Somalis, I don't think are smart enough to know how to use computers to scam people.
Well, they're too violently inbred to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't know how to PC.
They don't press the on button on the computer. They pick the computer up and bash you over the head.
Yes. Maybe those repeated blows to the head are why they have balloon-shaped heads. Like, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with their head shapes?
Couple centuries.
Hydrocephalus?
Possibly.
Oh, that too, yeah, actually.
Oh, the YouTube
Completely
played.
off topic, and Dale, you can cut this out in post.
There's a reason. There is a reason why Polish jokes exist.
Yes.
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay, so I need to bring this into light. So I had a Russian friend back in high school, and the reason why I was able to learn as much about Poland as I was able to was because of said Russian friend. Because she wasn't just Russian, she was part Polish.
Oh, there's a nation.
And her family was the type of Polish that didn't like Polish people. And that's why they moved to the States, because her family, her mom's side of the family originally comes from Russia. Dad's side originally comes from Poland. And they left Poland because they literally felt like the people here are too gay. We're going to leave and go to the United States because we don't want our daughter growing up in this. Mind you,
That is very interesting.
She spoke fluent, and I mean fluent, Russian and Polish. and was absolutely hilarious in many regards. And Poe, I know you're going to ask the question. No. What ended up happening is she literally sits me down one time because I was like, "What's so bad about Polish people?" Because she was bitching about Polish people at one point in time. She sits me down and literally looks me dead in the face and is like, "Can you imagine somebody who is literally so depressed that they need to make it other people's problems?" And I'm like, "Actually, I know somebody just like that. Why?" She's like, "Now imagine an entire civilization of them." And I was like, "Oh, fuck." I was like, "All right. Now I get what you're putting down." So yeah, I have no respect for Polish people whatsoever. Thank a poll for illuminating why I shouldn't have respect for them.
Who do you have less respect for, Poles or Ukrainians?
Ukrainians at least put their money where their mouth is. I'll give them some credit there.
Ukrainians put other people's money where their mouth is.
Yes.
Okay, so something about
Okay, that was
Polish
funny.
culture, and I don't know if this is just Polish culture or if it's all of Slavic culture, but like in Poland, you don't really talk about your feelings out in the open. Like you deal with them in private.
That's Slavic culture in general.
And that's a very post-Soviet belief. If you hear Marcy crying, it's because she wants her dad.
Hi, baby girl.
She's in the bedroom. I just put her down. Anywho, but if a Pole likes you and is like friends with you, dating you, whatever, and they start complaining to you, that's a good thing. That means that they trust you and they like you as a person. Guess who bitched and moaned a lot to me?
Said Polish faggot.
Now, don't get me wrong, airing your grievances, that's normal. But it was to a point where I would give him advice, and then he would shoot it down.
Oh, hey, little win for us. Kentucky ruled that Governor Andy Beshear's administration violated open records law in an attempt to cover up its illegal driver's licensing scheme. Now the truth is coming out. More fraud, a whistleblower's life destroyed, and an executive claiming ignorance as more than 1,500 driver's licenses were issued illegally.
Yikes.
Wow. Fucking scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal.
Gesundheit.
Yep. It's always driver's licenses, isn't it? Whether in California.
Just got else.
Well, it's easy. It's easy to do. Let's be frank.
And yes, it's easy to get them. This is true.
And it's profitable. Because, are you aware of the story in its entirety?
No.
Basically, they were charging people like $300, $400, $500 for driver's licenses.
Yeah.
And the county governments were making a killing off of it.
And they were just rubber stamping the driver's licenses for people without checking.
I wonder how long it's going to be until they get around for California doing that mess.
Yeah.
California's the big one that's going to take a while.
Yeah, it's going to take a long time.
That's the thing that pisses me off about these people that are bitching and whining and crying that nothing's happening. It's like plenty of things are happening. It's just you're not willing to fucking do the research to find out the court cases.
You know, I have an interesting hypothetical for you.
Oh, hell, here he goes again.
Now, assuming that the roles were reversed and the Democrats were trying to do shit that red states didn't want to implement, and the red states started fighting back, wouldn't they have already sent in the National Guard to pacify the uppity states?
Probably. Look at what they did during COVID, dude. Like, come on.
Don't remind me of that nightmare.
Wasn't it Connecticut that was threatening to shut the border down between it and New York?
I think so.
Like they've openly, these people are openly willing to defy anything in order to get their way. Like, period.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a reason why whenever they start bitching, I'm like, that's cute. Like, I know what you fuckers would do to me.
Exactly.
Yep.
Anyways, I think that's a good place to close it up.
Sounds about right, as we are almost 4 hours in.
Jesus Christ, I didn't realize we went that long.
Oh yeah, last few episodes have been long ones. Anyways,
because a lot has happened.
That is true. And any final thoughts from anyone before I call it at night?
Happy New Year's.
Oh yes, that is true. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Oh yeah, it is. It is that. Anyways,
Europeans gay.
Yes, Euros are gay. They're very gay.